Oh, mic test. Mm, mic test. Is there sound from the game? Mic test. Oh, Pan Pan, Yasu. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. I'm not sure whether the game sound is coming through the PC or not. Hello, Rhapsody. Welcome. How are you? You're all I can think of. Every drop I drink of. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Cool me down, you're so hot. Pour me up, I won't stop. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Looks like the game sound is not coming through the PC. What am I doing here? Game sound. That's the game sound problem. How can I change the sound? Danger, shout out, Lotbox. Oh, that's too intense. Let me see. I'm not sure I can change the game sound. I mean, only my voice is available, right? I can hear the game sound through my PC, but looks like the PC is not capturing the game sound from my mobile. Can anybody protect me, please? Any? Ten seconds. 11 seconds more. Is it all player? The number 5 acts like a real player, taking the ring quite quickly at the exact moment. Where's the ring? Where's the ring? I had to. I don't even think they are actually players. I didn't check them at the beginning, but based on the name. Yeah, only that. Is that? Jeffy should be a player. Yeah, of course. How can I fix the sound? Can you hear the game sound? Oh, please don't. I need one more round with the priority. I hate it. Yep, sounds good. Low volume. Hello, ginger on pizza. Yeah, that's what I figured it out. I don't know. Even from the OBS, desktop audio has the highest volume. What can I change here? Yo, Phobos. I'm wearing earbuds, so fine for me. Thank you, Rhapsody. I mean, I'm also checking my streaming quality. My voice is kind of loud enough, but the game sound is very weak. There's no way that I can amplify it. I'm gonna reduce my mic a little bit. Wow, Berry Sama Sama playing MS. Yeah, recognize me. I wish you turn your volume up to listen to my game sound. Mic weaker. I have no idea why the game sound is so... Oh, maybe this can be the reason? Can I change this? Oh, okay, the game sound is better, right? We miss cute hand. Okay, I can restore my mic a little bit. should be fine. I mean, suddenly I was in the mood for the mobile streaming, so I just connected. It took me some time to restore the last connection that I streamed. Okay. Oh, Tilling! Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. What can I do? You can see I'm playing on my mobile. How can I do this? Open to the browser on PC. Oh, not this one. Shout out Tillingter69. Is it working? I hope it's working. Oh yeah. Chat, if you haven't followed her, please do so. She is a great pilot and streamer of Metastorm.
Oh, I played great.
Did that too.
Oh, am I dead? Am I dead? Not yet. It worked. Good, good. Oh, I'm dead. This time I'm dead. I'll give you a sec to remember exactly who I am and rethink your life choice. What? What's going on? Did I miss something? Hey, don't fight, my friends. I don't want to see my friends fight each other. Which one is closer? Phobos is the hunter. Reggie, welcome. No fight is funny. If you guys have no grudge, whatever. Reggie, you should kick Mark for not streaming today. Is he not streaming today? Did he like announce? Phobos loves everybody but Bully more love. Hi, Mike. I think my mission with the A4 is over. I need air sub, which I don't have. Mac putting in a lot of work. I don't know, usually he's on by now. So we don't know. He's a little tired, I think. Is there a delay on the screen? Yeah, I don't think I can play on. Oh, why is screen off? Okay. Okay, I hope it's restored. Yep. I shouldn't touch my Windows. I just keep it on. I just control my mobile only. Number 5. First. You can see that I'm playing this game with very strange combination with the mobile and the keyboard. I'm just trying all different control. I mean, there are many stronger pilots in the game, but I think there are not that many people who played this game with different control as many as I do. I mean, I play on the PC, on the mobile, like virtual joystick, cursor aiming, mouse, real controller. I think the only thing I don't have is the fly stick. That's the only thing I don't. Because I don't have any. Number 2 is coming to the middle. Yeah. My bad. Do we have some player? No, it's should be 3v3. Yeah. Number 4, which means a bat, right? Where's everybody? Impeach Trump 1-5. Yeah, worse than a bat, right? Couldn't carry him. 1-5. Oof. That happens. Not a big deal. I mean, 20-16. Even we lose, that's kind of balanced, I guess. That's because Mike and I are too strong. I don't believe the matchmaking system is smart yet, but let's say so. They should have fixed it. You think so? I think the rating system is not yet. I mean, they updated balance with each aircraft, but the matchmaking system is still the same. Did you feel any difference? I mean, I heard it from the roadmap, but I think that's not included yet. Or maybe that's just still too early to feel something. Number one is coming to. Okay, now I think the game is too loud, isn't it? Or should I make my mic louder? Hi, Josh. Welcome. Okay, I guess Canon sound. My voice. A little bit louder, Canon. Rickster, hello, you're fine. SF crew is questionable. SF crew? What is SF crew? Sorry, my English is not enough to follow. Number 4 is coming. Oh, yeah, the enemies have higher level. I didn't consider. I should have finished it. My bad. Starform crew. Sorry, as a foreigner, all the abbreviation is kind of confusing me. Like TBH or what else? HBU. I'm trying to use and learn, but it takes time. Not enough level to kill it. Somebody's behind me. AFAIK, the matchmaking balance is coming in the fall, not right now. Yeah, I think so. That's what I thought too. So the balanced matchmaking system will be really difficult. I mean, there will be no perfect system. It's really difficult to make actually. But even for just starting, I think it will take some time. Remember, we all asked for this. This means matchmaking system. The people have spoken because of you. What? Talking about this? Yeah, actually, I am happy with the roadmap and the update. I mean, there are many things that I have insisted so far. Like the balanced matchmaking between two teams. And the drag and change is exactly what I asked. I was talking. Like the switching the numbers of the missiles of each. nerfed Farmer, J20. What do you feel about the nerf to DD and DF? I mean, it should have done. It should have. What is the passive? I mean, Starform should have done it in the long time ago. I mean, Daredevil and Disruptive Flare was overpowered since the beta versions. Everybody went for it, and honestly, my opinion is Starform is too slow to fix broken balance. And when they changed too much at once. I mean, I'm not talking about the DF and DD at this moment. When they buffed Farmer and J20, that was really too much. You don't think so? They were like the lowest tier aircrafts before the buff, and they just suddenly became the top tier aircrafts. I think that's the example that they need to change the balance with some, I don't know, caution. DD don't deserve it, DF deserve it. You think so? I mean, in the current status, other than interceptors and attackers, I mean, so all the fighters should go for the DF and DD, regardless of the light fighter or the heavy fighters. I mean, I don't know. For me, DF and DD both are like equally overpowered. Number 3. Oh. What am I doing? I think they nerfed DD too much and MiG-19 not enough. Yeah, let's see. I mean, they have not. Usually, Starform doesn't know exact amount of the nerf and buff. Low level. Shoot more. to 14-14. Nice match. This is the matchmaking I'm talking about. (16-15). Let's hide. Number 5, 1, or coming from somewhere. That was a good bait. The Farmer is still the most OP dumb jet ever. No, they rely on the best data always. Today, they would know how much to nerf and buff if they played their own game. I mean, Starform steps play. Don't they? I mean, with some streams in the past, we saw them playing together. I mean, not as much as we do. I guess they nerf it because of the upcoming new update that you can customize your play instead. I have no idea. Honestly speaking, I'm not a big fan of it. The new customization of the stats. Sarcasm Arctic. I mean, I have spoken. I have spoken. I have said many things, but still, the most frequent and main story is the balance between Team Alpha and Bravo. Like the strengths of each mod or aircrafts or pilot, they can't be the same all the time. Just matchmaking should compensate. Very rarely something could even said he doesn't play public matches. Oh, really? Oh, what did I think Mike and I collided, did we? Are you running away? Flanker is running away. Number 1 is below. Is there anybody following him? Number 2, where are you? Going to the hill? Are you? Yeah, I think so. Okay, I will just return. Even the gun stat, I saw it on a roadmap teaser. I mean, I was not a big fan of all the black market jets or the passive skills. I mean, complexity of the game itself can be fun, but that's also the part of the... what was it? I heard something? What happened? Metal 1980 follow. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. $15 to 7. This is the matchmaking that I'm saying. Wrong matchmaking. It's like the double score. Oh. Thank you, Ginger. Should I call you Ginger or Pizza? For me, both are good. I'm not sure which one would be better for you. Oh, pizza makes me hungry. Anyway, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. I mean, 16 to 9. It's already too much broken. No problem, man. Bored at work. Even the gun stat, I saw it on road. Ah, that's what I read. Jinja? Jinja? Oh, actually that's kind of close to Korean word 진짜. 진짜 means real. You are real, 진짜. 진짜시군요. You are a real man. 20 to 12. I didn't have to do that much. Yep. Mm, 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 mm. As you can see, I'm playing on my mobile at this moment with the Bluetooth keyboard and the cursor aiming. But basically, I play all different controls with the virtual joystick. Sometimes tilt. I mean, tilt would be my weakest one. But even with the PC, mobile, real joystick, virtual joystick, I think the only thing I have no idea about is the fly stick. One more air sub. Okay, then the mission should be over. Ginger is that Pokemon name? I mean, ginger is the spice. Spice? Seasoning? No, not seasoning. Do you call it vegetable or the seasoning? I was just about to ask to explain your setup. Oh, I mean, I play with all different settings. I mean, I have played this game with the virtual joystick for 2 years. Did you get my friend request, Mr. Arctic? With the Zulu group one? Maybe. I mean, I don't check my friends list that frequently. Especially this is my sub account, you know. Just to stream my mobile, I have to go to the cursor aiming because to virtual joystick or the tilt, I need some longer different cable. Anyway, after I finish this Zulu group account daily missions, I will switch to my main account on Death on Demand. Let's see there with the PC and the trackball. Yeah, actually it's trackball, not the mouse. What I want to test today is not the mobile streaming environment, but the change that Starfront made. Do you play with Commander Z-Man sometimes? Oh yeah, this one is with the Commander Zulu squad. You can see my squad here, Zulu group. I mean, Commander Zulu helped me a lot. I mean, he's still helping me when I need some help with the streaming, like the Twitch settings, how to stream, about the copyright. I mean, isn't he the father of all the Metastorm streamers? He has many children. And I'm one of them, I guess. Lower level. I mean, Commander Z-Man is not streaming at his usual streaming time anymore, like the 9:30 p.m. in EST, which was 6:30 for me. With his shoulder surgery. I mean, I think since his surgery, I hardly played with him, I think. We hardly met. Number 4 is coming. Number 5. It's a bat, I guess. Number 5 is chasing number 5. I will ignore it. Number 3. This is another wrong example. $230. Okay, I'm gonna switch to my PC now. I'll be back with my main account. Okay, I think that will be done for this one. Epic Game Launcher. I'm gonna I'll be back with my PC Metal Storm. Wait a minute, please. Oh, it's still Zulu Group 1. Star 4. Is this the updated tier chart? No, not yet. This one is really old one. Sorry for that. I'm too lazy. I mean, if I figured it out, the current status, I will try. But I didn't even try the new balance yet, so I can't tell anything. Droid cam should be higher than this. Tier list screen copy is over. Logo, move back to the original place. Okay, mic is coming. Rhapsody, I think we are already friends with my main account. Are you coming, Loronta? Or are you already playing in match? Okay, I see. Level 20. Let's go for fish bed first. It's airs up. Let's go for fish bed. Okay, let's change the settings here a little bit. I'm gonna tilt my desk. Then home for me. F4 S tier, F106 A tier. Let's see. Basically F4 I don't have that big complaint anymore since they have hunter missiles. I mean that shorter cannon range can be some trouble. Not sure about the rockets at this moment. Anyway, I will have some time to figure out the new change. I mean, these 6 missiles are really big. So this can be, yeah, maybe S tier. I always thought that after the ADV and stealth jets, F4 and Su-35, they are the next heavy fighters. I mean, other heavy fighters are just too dumb. It has rockets now with 6 hunters. Yeah, I think definitely it's buffed. King B 2v2 Reach. Oh, this is a good pilot. At least I know Reach. So this special ability, Super Afterburner, got buffed, right? Number 5 is coming to Alpha. I mean, it's a bot, so bot shouldn't be a big problem. Number 4 is coming. Okay, I'm gonna turn around. Oh, bots are going there. Can I believe them? At least one of two bots should work. I will help. Bravo. I'm coming, Mike. I'm coming. Looks like bots are not working at Alpha. I'll go to Alpha then. Why am I not respawning? Huh? What's going on? Uh, is there anybody from Starform? Is this my problem or the server problem? Server problem again? Let's go, Bugstorm. Yes. Yes, Rhapsody. We are playing Bugstorm. Restart game. No, I think there was server kicking all of us. Everybody kicked out. Everybody got kicked out, I think. Well, that was odd. The famous Bugstorm. Haven't had that happen in over 4 seasons. Really? Was it? Has it been? Yeah, in the past there was a time this disconnection was very frequent, and it hasn't been for a while, and now it's back. Back to the lobby. Yeah, restart game. Yeah. I mean, this is not the first time bug we have. What do we have here? So the buff and nerf for the fish bed was not that much on this spec, right? I think missile power changed. Yeah, the detailed specification of the super afterburner is not open on the settings. Silent rebalance deployed. Yes, Starform just hacked all of us. Watch out your device. And if you haven't seen me playing on trackball before, you can see the trackball that I play. Personally, I can't use traditional mouse. Yeah, traditional mouse. So I'm using my trackball to aim on the PC. Is it in the angle properly? Looks like I'm not joining the match too. Right? Is this only my problem? Why can't you use a traditional mouse? Carpal tunnel syndrome? Something similar to that? Let me restart the application. I'm not sure whether. Shit, it sucks. I mean, not exactly carpal tunnel syndrome. My therapist told me that would be more likely. What is that? Ulnar nerve entrapment? That's what she told me. I mean, I didn't visit any doctor with this. I'm not sure you can understand my speaking here. Ornan of entrapment. I think maybe there can be some wrong spelling, but I guess that should be the name. Can't get into the match. I have the same bug, Arctic. Maybe it's time to just finish my stream. I started like an hour ago only, but twice in a row. I don't know. I can update my tier list only after I tested the new change. So at this moment, going to the tier list is also ridiculous. Do you play in Apex server too? When I have Apex friends, I play there too. But I usually I hardly change my region by myself. It's up to my friends. Maybe we can't play for a while. I mean, I'm from South Korea originally, so I had Korean friends when I started this game earlier. When I played with them, actually at that moment there was no server settings. Gameplay servers are currently unavailable. What does that even mean? They are not working. Obviously. Obviously. Yeah, in the past there was no settings to change your server region. What should I do? No Metalstorm play, no Metalstorm tier list. Maybe I should talk about the patch notes, balance, update. Korea Top Gun. There was no Korean squad at that moment. Normally it would say something like matchmaking not found, but now it's saying this over and over. Definitely something big is broken. I mean, my Korean friends and I were in Nemesis. We met there. And we all left. I'm not sure there is still some Korean friend player or not in Nemesis. Anyway, at that moment, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 5 of us, 5 Korean player in Nemesis. Do you know player named Shobu? He was on Nemesis squad before. Oh yeah, he's the friend that I mentioned. Don't tell me you are Shobu. I mean, I haven't met him in person. I just met the other friends only. I mean, that was my first time to actually meet somebody from the online. Hello? RK훈님 안녕하세요. 어서 오세요. I'm Slither. What's Slither? Very, 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 very. Thank you. 지금 게임이 안 돌아갑니다. 이거 뭘 해야 될지 모르겠어요. We played with Apex before, I guess. Yeah, the Apex from Nemesis. He was a good pilot, but he left. As far as I know. So for now, if we say some player with name of Apex, that's more likely Vanguard Elite owner. That Apex from Nemesis, I haven't seen him for a long time. Yeah, Apex. For now, we have only this Apex. Not the Apex from Nemesis anymore. 안 돼서 나옴. 예, 그러셨군요. He's my friend. Oh, you're a friend of Apex. How has been doing? I hope he's doing well and enjoying other games. I mean, before he quit, I remember he was playing some different game. This game just gone to uh, okay. If this match doesn't start, I will just it started. He focused on console games now. Ah. I believe whatever he plays, he will be good at it. 1, 2, 3, 4 players. 4v4. Number 5 is a bot. Naza is going to Alpha. Mike is going to Charlie. Then I will focus on Bravo and Alpha. Number 3 is already dead. We need some power at Bravo. Hello Arctic, Zizudin, welcome. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. I'm surprised you managed to load the match. But I'm not sure whether this match will be working until the end. I might get kicked out suddenly. Who knows? Number 5. Oh shoot. My party left cause we couldn't enter a match. Let's see. Maybe Saffron fixed something very quickly. Number 2, 4. Alpha is stable, Bravo is the problem. I'm gonna go to Bravo. Number 3 will come to Bravo, I think. Oh, not anymore. Now enemy A10. It's not coming to Bravo at all. Okay. Since I'm here, I will go to the hill. Too many aircrafts here from our team. I will go to Charlie. Let's see. Looks like Charlie, Bravo, they should be all fine. Not sure about the Alpha. There's only a bot. Maybe help to Charlie. Oh, Jesse, welcome. We are investigating what's wrong and working on a fix. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Is Shobu still playing? I don't think so. I mean, the last news I remember was he was enjoying real life bike, not the game anymore. one will be following me. Well played, well played. Thank you for carrying, Mike. I mean, 200 against 100, not the worst. Server maintenance in progress, of course. Any plan? I hope this is a quick maintenance. And now we lose. How does this make sense? Are those your hands? Yeah, these are my hands with the trackball that I play. Oh, Case, welcome. Let me shout you out. Perfectly evil Case. Chat, if you haven't followed him, please do so. He's a good friend of mine. Also, fellow streamer of Three Kingdoms. Not the Metastorm though. Oh, what did I... My fat fingers. Perfectly evil Case. Oh. Thank you. Thank you for the beat, Case. He is a really good person, evil Case. So, and he's playing variety of game. You can see his face cam too. Please check his stream and follow him. Yeah, they're last playing Romance of the Three Kingdoms. You're welcome, Case. I always appreciate you. Where is it?
Wow. Got him.
Since the server is in the maintenance,
Say, that's what I
what
appreciate
should I
about
do?
you.
I will go through maybe
Yeah, nothing great.
patch. I have nothing to do. Let's see. Can I add this? Windows capture. Patch notes, right? Okay, about the balance adjustment. I'll just share my opinion. Let's see. Maybe different layer though. It's too high. Come back, come down here. And this one, right? That's intentional server issue. After they fix the update, they will release VM plain. No, no, no. I know. I think Jesse can't speak anything, but yeah, I still believe Starform wants more attention and some time for the people to wait for the new jet. I don't think they will open that quickly. If you're wondering why I will quit the game, it's because of the past 10 minutes and the server maintenance in progress. With the new balance update, the F-16 is unplayable. Really? I mean, Falcon changed with just the mods only, right? The Daredevil that people usually use. Was there any change with the aircraft itself? I mean, Daredevil has shorter range. I think this A4 Skyhawk has decreased. That's not enough. But let's see. I'm not sure about the Phantom. Is this shift? I think this can be buff. I mean, 6 Hunter missiles and the rocket pods. Yeah, I was about to test Phantom and Draken and Delta Dart, but I can't test anymore. So I'm looking forward to play new Phantom with the rockets. A4 still slap. Damn, you modbot. Hmm. So A4, I have no specific opinion. Phantom, I'm really curious about this. Delta Dart, I don't know this good, but this enough of special ability is too big. I mean, rate is exactly the half of the passive generation. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure about the balance. I'm talking about the fun itself. Delta Dart is just a nuke aircraft for most people. Everybody plays for nuke, not the others. So this change of special ability may kill the buzz or the intention to play the game with Delta Dart. These are already live. Yeah, I know. I go to make a sharp turn at 250 meters only to realize that it doesn't work anymore and I get shot by a bot. Oh, the DD change. Easy to charge nuke. I mean, I intentionally get hit one missile at the beginning and go to heal and trying something else too. But definitely, yeah, the generation rate is, I don't know, this will kill my fun. People need more nuke. You know, there was a time that people reloaded nuke from the ammo refresh. I haven't played at the moment, but that's what I heard. Actually, I played Mighty Dragon shortly yesterday, maybe 1 or 2 rounds. Definitely, the ammo count reduced from 6 to 4. This one was effective. I welcome this. I'm not sure about the interpolation rate or something else. Max damage reduce. Yeah, for now, I think this is a proper balanced matchmaking. Draken, this is my biggest question. Yeah, this loadout was something I have been said for a long time. Like infrared missiles and manual missiles, the numbers of missiles should switch each other, and it actually happened. So the big part is the special ability pair fire is working better with these number changes. I'm really curious about the new Draken. Just let the server works, please. I'm a big fan of the 106 changes. Why? Because of the more missiles or slower nuke? What do you mean? The only thing the F-16 knows how to do is turn and they ruined its turning. I think Green may agree to that. And the worst part of all is that did the update mid-match and I was grinding the F-16 only to realize that Daredevil didn't work and I died. I mean, for now, I think Falcon itself is just too strong for Airsoft. Airsoft itself is just the Falcon matches. Like, which team has more Falcons with the better Falcons? I mean, there can be some pilots who can overcome. Of course, if you team up with the better pilots, you can punish other Falcons. But think about that, all the good pilots in Falcons. That's really bad for the balance of the match. So far, I'm at 1900 trophies with it, and I don't even know if I want to grind after this update. Trust the Draken is the same, only the privilege hawking extra to medium range. Yeah, I don't think there will be like average tier with this change still. But my Draken is already level 20. So I hope it's a little bit better. I mean, they buffed one of the worst jets. I should welcome it, isn't it? And nerf the best jet. Farmer. Turn rate reduced, health reduced, fire rate reduced. Yeah, I felt it. Speed reduced. I couldn't feel it though. Cannon shot spread. I mean, let's see. I think still Farmer is too strong. I mean, it used to have like only 4 missiles, I think. I mean, engine failure or 4 missiles, one of them should be back to make the balance better. Hi, Kodak Max, welcome. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Shout out for Kodak Max too. Chat, if you haven't followed him, please do so. He is also a good pilot and streamer of Metal Storm from Poland. Where was it? The gun still act funny and turn rate for the medium still bad. Generally it's just too slow. Draken can't perform well enough. So my opinion is Delta Dart change, so-so, not much. Mighty Dragon, right direction. But let's check the result. Draken, I'm curious about it. But I think there should be more change. Not enough. Farmer, also a little bit of nerf, but I think it's still strong. There should be more nerf. Let's see. Fish bed buff. Percent luck after launch at 33%. Damage reduced from special abilities. I mean, the big change is the special ability. Cooldown reduced. Efficiency higher. I mean, it's also right direction. Let's see the result. Where was I was reading something. F-106 is satisfying to play. It feels like playing Morana on Dota. I haven't played Dota, so I don't understand. Sorry, Ginger. They didn't barely nerf the farmer at all. It can still destroy everything it sees. I mean, what I was thinking was there should be some like the effective range for the missiles. Like after 3-4 kilometers, no more beam chasing or something. But let's see. Does anyone know what the added percent lag after launch mean? Not sure. Is there anybody knows? I can still nuke Phobos with the dart regardless the charge. Also the nuke is no longer visible underneath the wing now. I will post the video about the dart later today. Oh, Mike, do you post a video? Do you have any channel? It increases the range of the missiles at lack of IRS. Added percent lock. Added percent lock after launch. I mean, I didn't consider this a big one, but if anybody knows exact meaning, please share. I post videos on Reddit at random times. Ah, okay. It increases the range of the missile and lack of IRS. I mean, the missile range should be the same, right? 2.1 kilometers. I don't think it changes. I mean, the lock angle, the circle on the screen to lock the missiles to the enemy. I think that affects the time to charge or the expansion of the ring size. But I think still Fishbed needs more. F1 buff. I mean, it's only for the special ability. I remember people complained that the escape artist is not activated with the proper timing. Let's see this. M3, one of my favorite jets. Not sure about these manual missiles. I don't think this changes a lot. I mean, the movement of the missile itself is not that good. With the passive, that can be faster, but the problem is the turn rate. Oh, hello, welcome. How are you doing? The F1 was completely broken in the past, now it's fixed. Yeah, I mean, that proper working special ability will be enough. I mean, F1 is still not that bad. I mean, other than like Falcon, Gripen. What can I count? I mean, F1 should be at least top 3 light fighters all the time. You are late, I know, sorry. Good, how's your morning been? Uh, good so far. Thank you for asking. Last night was a little bit rough for me, but not the worst too. Profoot nerf. Heavy rockets. Fire rate nerfed. Fire everything nerfed. I mean, other than this, also the cannon range got nerfed from all the attackers, right? I mean, at this moment, Profoot doesn't need that much of change. It's still good attackers, but basically attackers not the meta anymore. Everybody's going for A4 Skyhawk only. 47 buff. Finally, remove the forward swept wing. This was also what I kept telling people. At least there should be some probability, like the low probability of the losing control or something. So far, it was like 100% when we turn hard. So I really welcome this buff. Let's see. We had 3 game crashes in a row, then the damn server maintenance came immediately after that. Yeah, about the game that happened. F16, MiG-19, F1 are the best lights. Yeah, Falcon, Farmer, F1, Gripen, yeah, 4. Maybe F1 can be... No, Gripen? It's hard to say which one is better than other. It's based on the match and the map, I guess. But still, they are all considered top tier light fighters. They ruined the F-16's Daredevil like so much. It's actually disgusting. I mean, Daredevil for all the aircrafts, just Falcon relied on that Daredevil a lot. That's the difference. But I mean, actually, I still welcome that Daredevil nerf. Daredevil and Disturb Flares, DF, DD, they were just too too important. Like compared to the others, all the fighters need them. I had to relearn how to play the Viper just because of the nerf. Viper? Are you talking about the Falcon? Viper? Is it really that bad? Don't have the F-16 at 20. If you say so. My Falcon is also level 12. I just hate all the meta that everybody should go for full level Falcon. So I didn't upgrade it to the max. Well, put this into perspective. You are in the middle of the match, then the update happens, you have no idea, then you go to outrun a bot and your Daredevil doesn't work at 250, you die very confused only to realize what devs did. Viper is F-16 Viper? What? Not Falcon? Since when F-16 was Viper? Did I miss something? I mean, devs announced the change already, I believe. Well, the Falcon is called the Viper out of respect from its in real life pilots. Oh, that's real stuff, not the game stuff. Yeah, I have no idea about real aviation culture. Okay. Tornado nerf. Set forward. Speed reduced, turn rate reduced, decoy reduced. Let's see. I mean, I believe this nerf was too late. I mean, since Tornado was released from the black market, it hasn't been, not hasn't been, it has been the top tier all the time. I think this nerf was too late. Let's see whether it's enough or not. Gameplay balance, damage control. I mean, damage control itself is just so-so, but the planes A-10, flanker, fullback, these aircrafts are not that popular, so not that many people would care about this, right? The Lockheed Martin F-16V Viper is the newer General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcon. What block model are we moving on to now for the in real life Falcon? I've forgotten at this rate. What block model? What is the block model? Didn't mean to reply. Looks like the server is back. Is it back? Let's try team deathmatch. With the previous round, I didn't feel that much of the super afterburner change. Cooldown starts at 2 seconds and increases based on duration of use. 15 seconds max. While active 30%, 100%. Finally, I can go and yell at the devs for ruining my 100% win rate. Why do you care about the win rate that much? I mean, this win rate is really... I don't know. It's a matter of the team that you are in. If you are in a good team, you will have 90, 100%. If you fly solo, you will have like 50% win rate. Finally, I can also damn the update happened mid-match. I mean, in that case... Can that happen? I mean, there should be some update from the application. isn't it? I was on a 23 game win streak until the crashes happened. Yes, it did, and it made me very, very mad and confused. Ooh, 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 two players, 2v2. Mm, 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 mm. Number 2 is following me. Not anymore. Number 1 is reloading and coming out here. Yeah, they said the update would happen without downtime. Didn't realize that would include ongoing matches. Did it? I didn't even know that. Yeah, sorry. Actually, yeah, I have been kind of neglected Marathon for a while, you know. By the time I realized what had happened, it was after the match and I saw the changes. Number 1, number 5. Number 3 and 2. One shot. No worries, Berry. It's good to see you again. Thank you, Mike. Looks like that Stealth is angry at me. I can't survive. Okay, all the enemies are coming. Is there anybody can save me? Good game, 18 to 20. Not bad. Yeah, 4-4. 10-4. Yeah, I think still it's not enough for fish bed. I mean, it's not my usual control, of course. This is what I'm talking about. This kind of match shouldn't happen at all with these 4 people together and random 4 people. And we didn't even have any underdog. And I'm in fish bed. You're all I can think of, every drop I drink of. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Cool me down, you're so hot. Pull me up, I won't stop. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Soda pops for Barry. Thank you, Mike. Where was I? Also, absolutely no balance changes has been added to Fox Sound. Damn, it's GR. I have been looking for them all day. Here, the ones under the soda pop. My little soda pop, cool me down, you're so hot. Pull me up, I won't stop. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Why am I wasting my time on this? Yeah, I mean, I am happy with the movement or the intention of Starform that they will fix the balance with the matchmaking. But look at this. There is no fun in this match. There is nothing I can get from this match. It's just waste of my time. This is the reason people leave or just play with some specific players only. This is the toxic culture of this game. We need to team up with the strong players and play only like OP Jets together. Not even full level against 4 Grim Reapers. I mean, trophies are not enough to compensate. Tyler started stream. Time to April Fool's. He's did he? Let's go to my browser. Where is it? MacTalk is also online. Tyler is online. Okay, I'm not sure whom I will raid, but before I raid, let's shout out first. Chat, if you haven't followed them, please do so. They are both great pilots and streamer of Metastorm. Now 1v1. Looks like the second shout out is not working. Was it too quick?
We have the advantage.
Might actually win if we're lucky.
Bots, hold the
Not
bots.
if I don't fucking crash. I'm just doing terrible today. Oh shit, somebody just ran into me. Who the fuck did that? Who the fuck just ran into me? Y'all, I just got fucking smashed into. And I'm hitting the wall. I'm dead. Little do you know. Little do I know what, Freya. What do I know that's little? I just fucking crashed, bro.
They used my clip for Tyler. Nice. He's fixated to the other target. Number 5 is still chasing me. And I'm the bait again. Anyways, I'm going to say hello to Tyler. See ya, Betty. Thank you, Mike. See ya. So whom should I raid, Mac or Tyler? Chat, leave me your opinion. I will follow. Number 2 is coming. Number 5. Number 1. I follow both, so any one of them is fine by me. Yeah, that's the problem. Both are good friends of mine. I can't pick one. What the heck? Hmm. Okay, I think MacDog started first, and when he leaves, he can raid Tyler, I guess, right? I think I'll just raid from here. Clutch. Yeah, thank you, Metal. Raid MacDog 1. Yeah, first should be the first. Everybody, thank you for the visit and watching. Let's raid MacDog. Everybody, thank you and see ya. We are raiding in 3, 2, 1.